plaintiff, Shawn McElhenney, says he was excited when he met the defendant, and he planned several amazing dates. But he says she bailed on the dates and turned out to be a flake and a lush. Shawn's suing her today for an unpaid loan. Defendant Jennica Lopez insists she only canceled dates with Shawn after her dog got injured on Shawn's property during their first date. Jennica insists Shawn is suing for more than she owes.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, well, I mean, Your Honor, I've had just about the absolute worst luck in the dating pool, which I know a lot of people can relate to. In fact, I literally just got done being catfished for about 4 months.
Being what?
Catfished. Someone who
Oh, really?
said,
yeah, on the internet.
So
Tell me about that. I'm just curious. What happened?
I'd apparently been friends with this girl for several years on social media, and so we started talking a little bit more, and then once things got a little bit more serious, she invites me out to Tennessee for a weekend, and I'm like, whew. I mean, I don't want to travel that far out for women just based on past traveling experiences, but I'm like, hey, if you want to come out here, I'll go ahead and plan an awesome weekend, and you can come out here. So she does. I mean, she looks exactly like how she looks like. I go out there, she comes out here, everything seems to be just great. I mean, I'm an architect. She apparently owned her own interior design business. I'm really into baking. Oh, my grandmother passed down a custom cakes making business. I'm into fashion and fitness and stuff like that. Oh, well, I have my pro card, and I also do modeling. I'm obviously pretty gullible because all that seemed to be just perfect. So by the 4th month, we actually start like dating, and she's like my girlfriend by that point, but all these things just start to not add up like left and right. She didn't have like the finances she said she did. I couldn't verify any of her businesses or fitness stuff. Thank the Lord I have a really protective sister, and so she also felt like a lot of stuff just wasn't adding up. So she paid for a background check on this girl and found out that she'd actually been using a known alias name with me and had several counts for like fraud, embezzlement, and stolen identity.
Wow.
So at that point, you know, I'm pretty excited to start talking to Jen because I felt like we'd been in the same social circle.
Where'd you meet?
We hadn't met, but we were in the same social circle, so we knew similar people, so I felt like I could verify that she was who she said she was. Your Honor, it didn't take me very long to realize that she wasn't who she said she was. She was flaky, she's entitled, and to be honest, a bit of a lush. So.
He called a woman all those names. Did you all date? If so, how long?
I tried to plan several amazing dates and stuff like that. I figured just kind of like go big, go home. I booked a slingshot rental. We were going to go ahead and drive it up in the mountains, go to a brewery, go out to a movie, get cleaned up, go to a fancy steakhouse place. I booked another non-refundable cooking class. It was like another $400. She bailed on both of those last minute, and they both had 48-hour cancellation policies, some of which were in good reason, but I was like, okay, I understand. But, I mean,
well, that might have been scare you off a little, or bad signs as you had gotten from the other. If she was misleading you all this way, or in some ways, and secondly, if she was standing you up, that's the essence of what you're saying, or last minute cancellation, put it that way. What did you determine was going on with her? What did you find out?
To be honest, I was trying to give her just the benefit of the doubt and stuff like that, and just keep pushing.
Well, let me hear from her. See what she says went on with the friendship, relationship, or what have you.
What went wrong with it?
Well, give me the background.
Like he said, we did know a lot of mutual people. He did reach out multiple times, trying to spend time with me. At the time, I just wasn't interested.
How was he reaching out? Through
social media. He set up the date with the slingshot. And there's reason why I did cancel last minute, because I decided to go out on a date to break the ice with him at his house. And my dog was injured on his property.
So you told him, let's cancel that and instead go to the house.
Nope, we still had every intention. With that? I told him I wanted to meet him first.
At his house?
Yeah.
Man, please, I would have forgotten about that slingshot so quick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So an incident happened on his property.
No. I want to hear about when you said, what did he say when you said, well, I'd just rather come through there.
Yeah.
Private moment.
He's like, yeah, well,
turn the lights down or the candles on, I'm on the way. What did he say? No. I have slingshot reserved.
Yep, no, he didn't
Come on,
say
seriously.
no.
What happened with the slingshot date?
I canceled because my dog was injured. I couldn't leave.
I thought you said you told him you wanted to cancel to go over to his house.
No, I wanted to stay. I wanted to still do the date, but it was a couple days before that I met up with him, the dog accident. So I canceled because I wasn't going to leave.
All right. What about another one he referred to?
The cooking?
Yes.
My dog was still injured. I still wasn't going to go to the cooking with him. So I have good reason.
All right.
And I'm not a lush.
I
just
get
wasn't
that impression.
interested.
Just like crackheads have a distinct look, so do alcoholics.
Right.
They're kind of shriveled up as well, like crackheads when they had the big red cheeks, because that's what alcohol addiction does to you. So you don't have any of that, and I don't get that impression. So you told him, let's cancel that and instead go to the house.
Nope, we still
And you
had
a
every
problem with
intention.
that?
I told him I wanted to meet him first.
At his
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Man, I would have forgotten about that slingshot so quick.
Plaintiff Shawn McElhenney says he tried to date the defendant, but after he set up several amazing dates, he discovered the defendant was a flaky lush.
So, why did you all stop seeing each other?
Never started dating. We
Why?
talked for quite some time. He's met my family. We've actually had some great times together. I won't disregard that at all. Like, he is a good person.
Did you ever come over?
Did he come over?
Did you ever go over?
One time.
What happened?
Yeah, one time.
I'm being nosy now, but what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He left. I was there for 5 minutes.
Why'd you leave?
Because my dog got in an accident at his property.
Oh, got it. See,
And we left.
that's what, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to see what happened here. Handsome guy, well-groomed guy, beautiful lady, well-groomed. So what happened? That's all I keep asking.
So, in order to go on this slingshot date, she's got this Great Dane, and she's usually got him with her like all the time for the most part, or in a foster type kind of thing for the day, because she works a lot. And so in order to go on this date, I agreed to have the dog at my house where I have other dogs and someone could watch the dog. So she came over, and I live on a pretty big property, and within 5 minutes this dog sees a bunny, runs around the corner, and hops a barbed wire fence.
Oh.
By the time we can get around the corner, I mean, like, the closer we get, I'm like, oh, geez, the dog missed the fence and gets cut up all over the place. So instead of spending the first date basically getting to know each other, we spend it in the ER for her dog.
How does her dog get cut up? Your dog survive, I hope.
Yes.
How does her dog get cut up and you sue her?
So we end up spending the night in the ER, and the ER refuses to do any work on the dog before having the money. So she calls her parents, they won't loan her the money. She calls her sister, they won't loan her the money. I'm like, look, I can't get the money.
Card. Nobody has a charge card?
Care credit or nothing. So that's next part of the story. But I mean, I even called my mom. I was like, hey, do you have the funds right now? She said she could pay you back by the 11th. And she's like, I don't really know this girl. I wish I would have had better judgment type kind of thing. But she doesn't get a care credit card either. So I tell her the best that I can do is get to the morning when I can get to my funds. So she calls her grandpa and gets her to loan her the money for a day, and then uses my money to pay him back. At which point,
Grandpa got sitting on 1,000 for? He running the numbers or something? Your grandfather number man?
He's retired.
Right.
Oh, yeah. He's
What he got cash for? You running the numbers. What city you guys live in? What city you got?
Denver.
Denver?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's getting plenty of money out of 5 Points. 5 Point is the downtown where they, oh, yeah, he's getting plenty of money. Downtown, Grandpa. Is he pool shark? They still have pool rooms in 5 Points downtown?
They got a couple.
Oh, yeah, he's a pool shark. Something. He got $1,000. Nobody walks around with $1,000 cash these days. They all have the little cards. All right. So, Grandpa.
So I go ahead and loan her the 1,000 so she can pay him back, at which point she agrees to pay me back by the 11th when she gets paid. And so we go ahead and we're supposed to go on that other date. And I'm like, hey, like, you still up to do that? And she goes, yeah, I think I could be up for it. And then the day before kind of is like, oh, I have to take my dog in again. He's not doing well. And I'm like, obviously I'm not going to force her to go on this date. Like, it sucks that I can't cancel any of this stuff by now, but it is what it is. And if it were my dogs, I would have done the same thing.
You stay alone?
Yes.
Sound like she had a boyfriend staying with her and didn't want you to know. Go ahead. She answered that question pretty slow. All right.
So at that point, I'm like, okay, I got to understand. Like, I do the same thing for my dog or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, what about the cooking class next week? Are you okay for that? And she's like, yeah, like, let's go ahead and keep that on the schedule. So again, 2 days before, I'm like, hey, are you still up for it? And she's kind of like, oh, well, I got to see how the appointment goes and if he gets his stitches out. And I'm like, look, like you said you were okayed last week, and now it's like we're getting to these maybes, this last minute maybes, a couple days right before this.
How old is your dog?
Class.
He's
How
2.
long have you had your dog?
Since he was born. Or since I could
2
take
years?
him home, like 3 months. Yep.
Okay, and the reason I'm breaking you up to say that, I'm trying to keep this in perspective, and that is, one, if she lives alone, she didn't want that injured dog there by himself very long for a variety of reasons. Secondly, depending on the length of time and the bond that is made between a pet and the owner, they treat them, they're like their children.
Yeah.
And so, who leaves their children home injured?
Well, and because of the extent of the injuries,
You're about to mess it up. Go ahead.
because of the extent of the injuries, they did advise me to watch him 24/7 because if he jumped off of the bed, and it could make it so much
You
worse.
never left the house for how many days?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, never walked outside?
Took him to the bathroom. Took him
No,
up to
I'm
the
talking about
ranch.
You.
Oh, what? Did I go outside?
Yeah, did you leave for 2 weeks? Never? Okay. Good enough. Go ahead.
So, for the cooking class, I'm obviously not going to go to this cooking class by myself, and I can't return it at this point in time. So I just say that it's probably best that we cancel this. And I also left my glasses with her in the very first night. So I've been trying to get my glasses back from her this entire time, which has just been like an absolute pain. Just to I schedule something the following Monday. She doesn't bother to pick up. I reach out 2 days later. Says, oh, I'm sorry. I've been sleeping. I'm like, for 2 days? So I'm like, okay. And then we schedule something a week later, and I'm on my way to go do that. I bring flowers and cupcakes and stuff like that. I let her know that I'm going to be about 10 minutes late, at which point she can't wait. And I'm like, okay. So I've have these flowers and cupcakes for no reason. I've already driven 40 minutes to your house because this worked for your schedule, but I was the one that was late. So I was like, okay, just...
How late?
I was going to be about 10, 15 minutes
But
late.
she wasn't going anywhere.
She was about to say she goes to the ranch and stuff like that.
Pardon me?
Her parents' ranch. Her grandparents' ranch. So she calls her grandpa and gets her to loan her the money for a day and then uses my money to pay him back, at which
What
point...
grandpa got sitting on 1,000 for? He running the numbers?
Yeah.
Your grandfather number man?
He's retired.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's
What he got cash for?
Plaintiff Shawn McElhenney says he tried to date the defendant, but after he set up several amazing dates, he discovered the defendant was a flaky lush.
With regard to the 1,000, she was supposed to pay when and how, and tell me.
She was supposed to pay me back on the 11th when she apparently got paid for work. And so since I was trying to date her, I kind of let the 11th slide. Again, I've just been trying to get to my glasses, actually see her for a second time and stuff like that. So after I was late, I tried to schedule another meeting, which was another week before I could find something that fit her schedule. And so this time,
What do you mean schedule? She's not going anywhere.
That's my point. I don't know exactly what
Go
she's
ahead.
doing, but I'm like, hey, what time works for you? When can we do this? When can I stop by? It keeps taking weeks and weeks just for me to
She
stop
ain't
by.
like you.
So,
She ain't want to date you.
yeah,
Go
well,
ahead.
so I go, we schedule another thing, and it's at 3 o'clock. And so I'm like, do you really mean 3? Or, is this on the dot? Or are you going to have to leave right after? And she goes, no, 3 o'clock because I have a conference call at 3:30. So this time I learned my lesson. I make sure to show up 30 minutes early. And so I go ahead and I let her know, hey, I'm 10 minutes away. I give her a call. And she's like, you didn't call to let me know that you were on your way? And I was like, Well, no, because, you know,
At
we
a
said
time.
3 o'clock because you got a conference call at 3:30. It was, oh, well, I'm up at my grandparents' house doing work on the house, and so I'm not there. And I'm like, okay, so now you're the one that's not here, and I just drove 50 minutes.
I'm just curious, was the dog with her?
Yeah, the dog.
Oh,
was with
good. All right, let me allow you, and then we're going to get to why you didn't pay him on the 11th. But what do you want to tell me, perhaps, about your lack of, I don't want to put it to you like this, but your lack of interest in him, so much so that he can't come by and sit with you for 10 minutes or drop the flowers off or whatever you had with you, and you was going to be 10 minutes late. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
So to start, it wasn't that I owed him $1,000. I owed him $500 because he felt guilty that the incident did happen on his property, and he said that he was going to cover half. On page 20, I do have
you
a
paid
witness
that?
statement. Huh?
Have you paid it?
No,
Why?
didn't have the funds.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
So-
start there.
Yeah.
All right. And you want to start where you want. I want to know whether you paid him what you agreed to pay him.
I agreed
All
to
right.
pay him $500.
Right, and you haven't. So we have that established. He's going to have to prove that it was 1,000. Anything else you want to say before we get into that?
Yeah, I just wasn't interested. Every other things became more important than making time for him to come up to grab a pair of sunglasses.
All right. And otherwise, and visit you otherwise.
Correct.
Even though you were homebound all for 2 straight weeks. Nope, can't come by here for a half hour. All right. So 14 days straight. Tell me how she owes 1,000. She says you forgave 500 of it.
On page 4, you can see the Venmo transaction, and, you know, the text on page 8 is where it says where I'll go ahead and Venmo you what you need.
1,000. And then page 8 is going to say, hi, sorry, we have been sleeping. We as in her and the dog, I guess.
Yeah.
It was really a tough morning. It ended up being $1,000. What are you referring to? It ended up being, what do you interpret that? It
It's
ended
the
up
loan
being
for
the cost.
the ER surgery, yeah.
Cost. I had a great time. Aside from this little hangover headache, she went drinking with somebody else. Ario is just curled up so tight to me right now. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm going to sleep this headache off a little longer. I appreciate more than anything that you are so willing to help me out. How does that prove you gave her 500 off?
It doesn't, and there's actually no mention of me saying that in any messages, and even on page 34, it mentions where I'm like, hey, regardless of your views, because of some other disputes, you know, I need you to pay me back by the 23rd, and she goes, okay, I'll make sure to pay you back before you leave.
And you involving anyone else for $500 would probably cost you more. She's saying that she owes 500. She's making it very clear what she believes the case to be. Do you have any other text where you clarify that it's not 500, it's 1,000?
It's actually the exact point where I was like, look, she's told me she's going to pay me back several times by now. I'm not going to debate with her what the amount that she owes me. I'm just going to take her to court. She doesn't have my money. She doesn't know what to tell me, and that it would cost me more to get my money back than it would be
For you to be
to
patient.
involve someone. So at that point, I didn't bother trying to debate the funds after I couldn't even trust her to pay me back the several times she told me she would. So since I was trying to date her, I kind of let the 11 slide. Again, I've just been trying to like get to my glasses, actually see her for a second time and stuff like that. So after I was late, I tried to schedule another meeting, which was another week before I could find something that fit her schedule. And so this time
What do you mean schedule? She's not going anywhere.
Plaintiff Shawn McElhenney says he tried to date the defendant, but after he set up several amazing dates, he discovered the defendant was a flaky lush.
There's no evidence of what is owed to who except for what she's acknowledging. The only amount... Go ahead, interrupt me. Go ahead, let's
I'm
see
sorry.
how it goes.
I did have a witness statement because my sister was the first
Where is
person
it?
I called. It's on page 20.
And what does it say?
That I was on the phone with her and told her that if she could pay $500, he would cover the other half.
Now you're telling me about your sister or something having to do with it. $1,000. Have a good day.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like if you say that you're going to do something, then you should do it. Like, your word should mean something. And so when you say that you're going to pay someone back, you should pay someone back and not take the money you have no intention on planning to pay back. That's just how it should be.
You did say that you were going to pay $500 because it happened on your property. You were being generous.
You don't have any mention of that.
My sister was on the phone.
That doesn't
She
matter.
heard you say that you were going to pay half.
No, she didn't. I
Yes,
remember that
she
phone
did.
call conversation.
Plaintiff Tyier Morgan says the defendant is his younger brother, but they had a falling out after he caught the defendant trying to get with a girl he'd been talking to. Tyier is suing his brother for unpaid rent. Defendant Taji Faulkner says Tyier physically attacked him over this girl, despite the fact that Taji met the girl first. Taji denies owing his brother for anything.
Start with you.
All right, this is my little brother. He was my best friend. Like, we were really, really close. He just kind of has like the personality of a little brother. Like he knows how to get under your skin. He's all bark, no bite, and I often have to save him. He lets his mouth get him in trouble, and
Where you guys
as a big
live?
brother, I got to step
What city you
in.
live in?
Kansas City, Missouri. We were really, really close. I mean, I haven't really met too many people I would say is like me aside from him.
Is what?
Like me, aside from
okay.
him. I consider myself to be pretty different, but
Okay.
we have a lot in common naturally. I mean, we're brothers.
Yeah. You all both finished school, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
No troubled life?
I mean, I got into a little bit of trouble. Luckily, he didn't. But
Okay. Nothing that derailed your career or aspirations?
No, sir. I'm an aspiring artist, actually. Make music, and in fact, we used to make music together before all of this
What
happened.
type?
R&B, hip hop. We actually even got a song that's kind of like alternative rock,
Okay.
kind of mix and master. You know.
Right. You give me some background.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it. I thought you were saying music.
No. Just background on yourself.
Half of that might be true.
What part?
We similar to an extent. I feel like I'm just the cool, crispy one, but
What made you think that?
I mean, you don't think it?
Right.
Who told you that? They might have told you wrong.
I feel you.
I don't know. They may or may not. It might be right.
Nah,
For some.
but I feel you.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, that is like my best friend, and like I'm a little bit flamboyant, bright, and happy.
Kansas
but,
City cool. And Kansas City is a cool town, though. Back in the day, everybody wanted to be in
Kansas City's
Kansas
pretty
City,
cool, right?
No question.
Yeah, it changed. It changed over time. I'm still
Kansas
KC.
City. I go down there to Midtown, Negro Baseball Museum. And nice red brick area down there.
You do know the
About
city.
Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Go ahead. And so you the man in Kansas City.
And
He
I mean,
follows you.
I mean, I am the man, G Flex, man. But that's my brother. He's like my best friend, like he did mention. I got other siblings. I got other brothers. So
How many?
I got just one other brother and then two sisters.
Sisters?
So 3 other siblings besides.
Why does he have to get you out of situations? If you're the man, nobody comes for you. Then again, they probably all jealous of you.
That's just his
They
assumption
haters.
because he's the big brother. He got that big brother aura too. Like, oh, I got you, little bro. But I mean, nobody ever had that for me, so I appreciate it. But
What does he have to intervene then?
it would be situations like I went to Baker University. It's a little hour or
about
so
Baker.
away. Yeah. And it was some stuff that went missing on my dorm. So he came up there just because people was trying to harass me. That's calling what it is.
Oh, they were haters.
Yeah, they was haters. They ain't really know me. Basically, I was outnumbered, and he just had my back, like as always. You know,
All right,
just my
that's
brother.
what I was asking. If you've been in situations, as he says, where he had to rescue you.
Plaintiff Tyier Morgan is suing his brother, who claims Tyier attacked him after he caught him talking to a girl whom Tyier was interested in.
All right, what's he suing him about today? Looks like I'm gonna have to rescue you.
Well, as you see, he's got a little mouth on him, and he's got a pretty big personality.
All right, I like that.
So we make music. We make music together. Of course, my name is Tyier. His name is Taji. So our music is draw too, since draw is a tie. So we often like share things we do, everything together. So sometimes that involves women as well. I, however, don't like to share all of them.
That sometimes involves what as well?
Women.
The ladies.
Yeah.
Draw two.
Two of us.
Ta-ta.
You gotta take both cards.
Like ta-ta.
I'll leave it alone. All right. Go right ahead. So, how did you all come to this?
Well, I had a woman I was talking to. I left one day. We lived together, so I thought it was, normal. I leave, she stays sometimes. Well, I didn't feel like I was gonna be gone for that long, but it ended up being a little while. By the time I got back, they were just about jumping each other. So naturally,
your girlfriend or the girl you was dating and having to stay there. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I asked some questions. I tried to talk to her about it first because, I'm going to address him anyway. We live together. Mm-hmm. She basically was like, you got to talk to him. And he basically kind of avoided it. It was nothing. It's not what it looked like. Typical stuff people say when they lie.
What did you come to speculate about?
The closeness of how they were, it seemed like something was about to happen. I just didn't like that.
They might have been dealing with each other.
They were doing something they weren't supposed to, and that's not what this situation was in particular. So,
okay, that was your sacred.
Right. So we ended up getting into a kind of
altercation.
One
of the other ladies that.
Yeah, this one was a solo. Wasn't draw two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So once I came in, I addressed it. He kind of started being pretty weird about it. We kind of got into a little shoving match, so to speak. And from there, it was kind of just awkward between us, a lot of tension, a lot of eggshells. He ended up just leaving and leaving me with the lease, the rest of the rent.
How many months?
It was 6, from February to August.
Did you get a roommate yet?
Yeah, I got one now.
When?
It was a little bit after August. Maybe like a week or 2 into August.
Okay. Sir, what do you say?
I remember her a little bit, I think I recall a little bit different. It go before February, of course. We go out. That's my brother, you know what I'm saying, gang. We'll go out to a club. Yeah. You was just talking about KC. You should go to that. Never mind.
You don't do clubs anymore.
You don't gotta go, but it's a club.
Maybe even 8 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe as early as 5, but that's done now. I used to go with my son. I used to go with my family. We was the joint in Miami. We was getting sections.
That's it. I ain't got section money
That's
right now.
That's where y'all draw to.
I can see it right now.
And then strangle my sons for not telling me that's how much the bill was going to be. And wondering why you all wanted your dad to come to the club with you. Because it wasn't quite making sense. They are really encouraging me to come to this club all of a sudden. Say anytime in L.A. they don't want me to go. No, Dad, that ain't for you. Now all of a sudden in Vegas in my, come on, Dad, please, you got to. Party with your sons. You want to party with your sons? That bill come back. Oh, God. I see why. Go ahead.
Sections do cost, yeah.
He doesn't know.
A lot of money.
Know. You see, he knows. You know he would know. The man?
You see it.
Thank you. I see it in you.
Thank you, G.
You were born for this. You were made for this.
I feel you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
But I really didn't care too much about her because, I thought it was draw too. But
she wore you down.
Nah, she ain't wear me
tell
down.
Me what happened, man.
See,
that's great.
I'm the GOAT.
That's right, greatest of all time.
I seen her in the club. She seen me. I got on her first, for real. Like, I for real got on her first. This was probably...
You chose her?
I mean, it was...
Oh, no, you ain't the man at all. Yeah. That ain't how that go, Doc.
Wait, what?
This ain't how it happened anyway.
That ain't how it go. You say you the man.
I am the man.
You out here trying to choose women.
Look, I said...
Your dad, tell him. Tell him if you really the man, what happens?
Yeah, they choose you.
They choose you. You just...
Yep. Exactly.
Like that?
No. They be like,
just like that.
Yes. Or you lean back and you cross that leg, the left over the right. You throw your head to the left side. And when people walk by, you just say, what's up?
I can't copy your game.
Come on, man.
I can't copy your game. I gotta create my own game.
You need to, because I get chose. I don't do no choosing. I don't do no choosing.
That's
why
I kind of explained it that really I didn't really care about her. To me, it's just one of them that's in the room.
Now, honestly, my son, Amir, my youngest son, just like you, very confident, feels he's the man, and he's the one that talks me into going to these places to pay the bill. And that's what he does. He sits around and says, boy, you just like your daddy when he was 18, 17. That's how he do. He's the man. And they choose him. He get chose.
So I gotta roll.
Some of these ladies around here, I can't even let him come here no more. He banned from the show. Come here. I saw him alone. I'm down.
Plaintiff Tyier Morgan is suing his brother, who claims Tyier attacked him after he caught him talking to a girl whom Tyier was interested in.
That's how they do you?
I swear. Look, you heard this one story about the one chick. I told you, it's plenty in there. It was a room full of them. I just seen her. She was feeling the swag. I'm going to her, right? We meet up, boom, boom. But this is something that he probably just didn't know about. So I'm texting her during this whole time, too. I'm linking with her, too. I don't know that he's talking to her. We don't tell each other each and every been like significant other. We don't tell each other who, all of that. When it comes time to draw to, that's when it's known. This wasn't known. So
right.
Anyway,
did you tell him when he said something to him? What did you say? Did you say, hey man, check your woman, don't check me, check your woman?
Right. So the day
supposed to say, and that'd have been over. Did he tell you that?
No.
Did you check your woman?
I try to check her first anyway, because
that's her.
What I'm supposed to do, right?
He can't do any more than what he tries to do. You know he low down. You've been with him all your life.
Right.
This ain't the first time he done snuck you, I promise you.
I ain't sneak him.
It's the first time I found out about it.
What happened when he came and saw you guys or found out about your communication?
Well, that's the thing. I seen her at the house, and I'm like, cause he left, whatever, the story he said, he left, whatever. I'm going in his room to see. I'm like, wait, that's when we start talking, and I'm like, this is my brother, this is my blood brother. We was actually at the club this same time. And she in a ray because for real, she texting two dudes. She talking to two people.
brothers.
And now they're actually at the same house. So it was just really a lot of adrenaline rushing, everything this and this. Now, as far as what he said, he's seen her on me. That's where that lead to. You know what I'm saying? She just got caught red-handed. Like, it's really not caught. Everybody free in this situation. I'm free.
He caught her, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so he the only one that really ain't free. I'm free, she free. She doing whatever she want. I am too. And I thought he was. I just didn't know it was with her.
Tell me about the incident when he came in.
So he come in.
I heard there was some fight that made you leave.
Right. So
go ahead.
He definitely even told you himself. You know, it was a small altercation. He seen me on top of his girl or whatever. So we talking about it. He asked her first, which we got to talk anyway. We live together.
I'm sorry, I get this picture out of my head first.
I had
you
clothes.
On top of her? And he said, what's going on here? And you look up, ain't nothing, bruh. Big bruh, everything all right.
Right. Okay, that's why I'm saying it wasn't that far in. I say
you were laying on top of him.
He came in the house getting
Woman
loud.
got you sprung. Where's she at?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Somebody else
She's not even here, and he taking me to court. Like, get out of here. He don't even got her.
You done lost your
I didn't want her no more, but that don't matter.
Anyway, he come in the house all loud and whatever, and I get that. But to physically touch me, he's shoving me, and obviously you see the body size difference. This dude is biggest, whatever, he's huge, fat, at a point of view. So,
hey,
all of that stuff is just doing too much. To me, a little person that also is your little brother, I didn't want to be harassed like that.
Plaintiff Tyier Morgan is suing his brother, who claims Tyier attacked him after he caught him talking to a girl whom Tyier was interested in.
What did happen? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I'm trying to de-escalate it. I'm telling them, don't do this. It's company here. We could talk about this.
Now, in terms of moving, how did that occur? One of you, he put you out, you moved, he said you moved.
Oh, yeah, so...
That's what you're being sued about.
Right, so the altercation, it basically de-escalated to him saying, get out of my house right now, like get out.
Did you call him back and say, hey?
No,
why not?
I got my stuff, left the key where all of his belongings was, and I was out of there. We haven't even
Why didn't you work it out? Try to work it out. Why didn't y'all try to work it out a few days later after you?
Because of the altercation.
But y'all brothers, and brothers work things out.
He didn't want to let it de-escalate while it was...
I know, but I'm saying 2, 3, 5, 10 days later. Why couldn't you call and say, look, bro, let's work this out, man. I didn't know, and then you moved back in.
He was being weird that one day.
Right.
It was the one day. He kicked
This
me
is the
out.
first time
he
you and
literally
your
said,
brother fight
he said, get
all
out.
your life.
No.
I mean,
No, you and your brothers fall out. Right.
Yeah, we done fell out, but it was nothing. That's what I'm saying. I seen a different side of him, honestly. I've been knowing him 23 years. I'm only 23.
What did you see?
A big...
He hadn't been this big.
He haven't. I'm saying what I seen is
ferocious.
Yeah.
I seen an emotional.
You saw me out the cage. You was
heavy tiger elephant coming at you. Like, get what you doing? Like, get off me, bruh. You too big for this. Get off me. It's like he took a pill to get stronger. He was coming ready, like pushing everything over. We got a little table. The table's broke. What you think he was gonna do to me? I'm a twig. I'm literally a twig.
He could have at least called and say, hey, bro, you still been out of shape over that. No one that you why didn't you call him?
To be honest, that situation was just the straw that broke the camel's back for me. And I figured I'd give him some time, I guess. I assumed he was still gonna pay, because I mean we have a lease. But I felt like maybe he just needed some time, try to mature, develop some things. I mean, I feel like maybe his ego was bruised because of the situation. I really can't say.
That's
but
why he didn't want to
I know from my half, I wasn't really quite ready for it yet.
Okay. All right. Well, what I'm hearing is what we call constructive eviction, meaning based on the atmosphere and what would still be the atmosphere had you called, and that's why I'm asking that. It's called constructive eviction, meaning you all were so angry with each other that you were unable to continue the tenancy, and that you shouldn't, because it would be a hostile environment, and no one should live in a hostile environment. So someone does have to leave, and that's called constructive eviction. And who's responsible for constructive eviction? And I'm not going to listen to y'all no more. I've listened enough, so I know. The person who commits the act that causes the hostile environment. Both of you all contributed. It's mutual hostility was started in the household, so I'll give you $750. So because you're responsible for half of that hostile environment because you had a no good woman. All right, judgment for the plaintiff, that's yours.
It's better than nothing, but I feel like you still on me. We can try to mend our bond.
It's whatever, man. Like, for real. He said get out. So I ain't think we need to talk about nothing.
Immaturity.